Hello and welcome to another episode of Comics with Stevey D. This is episode 59 entitled Vamps, Roller Skates, and First Issues. Ha 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 ha. What a title, huh? Okay. This first book is Vampirella versus Dracula, number 5 from 2012. Cover art by Joseph Linzer. And so I really like this because it has Vampirella fighting Dracula. I mean, two big, super powerful beings. So that makes for an interesting story. And the artwork on here is R-rated, but it's very interesting. Dracula's in like a statue-ish form. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, that takes us to our next 3 books. They all have roller skates in common. This one, Iron Man proposes to this lady, Patsy Walker. I forgot her name for a second. In a note, so Iron Man was going through all kinds of addiction problems, and she helped him bring him out of it, and he fell in love with her. But as he gets back into being Tony Stark, he has Chet, the 400-pound genius gorilla, playing his artificial intelligence in a chess game. And gorilla loses, he gets mad and smashes everything up, starts fighting with Iron Man, throws Iron Man off the roof. This was all on the roof of a Stark building. And all of his systems went down for some reason, and he kept going, what do I have available to fight this 400-pound gorilla with? And it was his roller skates. So if you look in there, he could go 60 miles an hour in these roller skates. So it ended up being a joust with the ape grabs a sword off a statue, and Iron Man grabs a flagpole, and then Iron Man conks him out. Okay. And the second one was an early appearance of the roller skates. And this is Iron Man 112 from 1978. And I'll show you how they were drawn back then. And I also have it marked. There it is. There it is. That's how they were drawing the roller skates back in the early days. And that's a pretty cool cover too. Alright. But the first appearance of the roller skates in a book that I don't have, but I have the Essential Iron Man. I have the book, but not the original. And it's in black and white. And there it is. Tony Stark's, this is back when he was an arms dealer. He's showing the general the roller skates and how they can move troops down the highway at 60 miles an hour. So the generals were interested in that. So that's the first appearance of Iron Man's roller skates. The Unibeam, repulsor rays, and roller skates. Everything Iron Man's got in his little book of tricks. Here's a terrific cover right here. Of all the books, I like this cover the best. Okay. This is The Return of Wolverine, number 1 from 2018. Variant cover artist, Steve McNiven. And it's the orange and yellows that really appeal to me. And Wolverine is just drawn great in the middle of all that explosion and stuff. Fantastic cover. Alrighty, moving right along, we have Superman number 1 from I forgot the date. Cover art by George Perez and Brian Buccellato. It's a pretty cool cover. Superman looks like he's holding up the Daily Planet globe. Very iconic. Moving right along, you can't have a Superman without having a couple of Batmans. Alright, Batman Detective Comics. No, Batman Fear State Alpha, #1 from 2021. Cover art by Ben Aller. And it's a spooky cover. If you take a close look, all the villains are really spooky looking, and they looks like they got Batman down in the dumps. But he'll come back and win the day. All right, here's the other Batman. This is Batman Detective Comics #9 from 2012. Cover art by Tony Daniel and Sandu Floria. And the cover looks a lot better this way, because you can see, is that the right way? Upside down. Looks a lot better this way, because you can see what's going on. And sometimes you get comic books, you spin them all trying to figure out the best view of them. Alright, moving right along to our next book. Had a great Christmas. The kids had a fantastic time. They enjoyed it. The food was good. Company was good. It all went well. And I was happy about that. It's a few days before New Year's. It's the 28th of December, actually. Sabretooth and Mystique, #1 from 1996. Cover art by Ariel Olivetti and Pierre Brito. Okay, and it's a nice cover for the X-Men fans out there. X-Men characters. Okay, here's an oldie but a goodie. They say low grade is better than no grade, and this is an example of that. This is Marvel Team Up King Size Annual #1 from 1972. Spider-Man and X-Men. Plot: Chris Claremont, Bill Mantlo, and Bonnie Wilford. Cover art by Dave Cockrum. And if you look at it close, it has some chipping and some spine ticks. But right in here, another comic must have bled its image into this area. So I tried to rub it out, but it couldn't get much of it off. But it's still a cool book. And here we go, right here. I got comic book supplies for my one son, bags and boards, and one of my goals is to modernize my preservation of my comic books, which I've been doing. I'm finished Captain America and Iron Man. Now I'm going on through some other books. I'm happy about that. My wife got me a Overstreet price guide. She got that on sale for 50% off, which was great. And a Silver Surfer t-shirt, a Batman t-shirt, and everything was pretty nice, I thought. And our final book is Battle World Marvel Zombies, #1 from 2015. Cover art by Kev Walker. Elsa Bloodstone dives into a horde of zombies to save a child, and they have to fight their way back to the battle world. 4-issue limited series. So, her and this little kid, I gotta show you the kid. I mean, she just diving into a horde of zombies is not the greatest thing to do. But she did it to save this little bald-headed kid there. And he was happy to see her, believe me. And then she's giving him tough love like her father gave her tough love. And you can see she's telling him he better get to it and all that stuff. And it all works out. And it does work out because she was trapped by one of the large monster zombies, and the kid grabbed her gun and saved her. So a turn of tables, she saves him, and he saves her. And so that concludes this issue of Comics with Stevey D. And before I go, I'd just like to say thanks for everybody that's been watching these things. And really happy to make them, and I'm excited about comic book collecting again. And some of my goals for the new year, I got 4 issues of Night Stalkers to collect, and I'll have that run. So I want to modernize my preservation, finish off my Night Stalkers, and look for some good old books here and there and everywhere, and I can share them with you. So with that, take care and have a happy new year.